He understood something that most scammers never figure out. The richer you look, the less people question you. John Akable Miza, he was living proof. Five-star hotels, gold-plated nameplates, tailored suits, diplomatic passports, the whole performance. He did not need to chase victims. These people were the ones chasing him because he wasn't just selling a fund, he was selling a feeling. That rush of being part of something bigger, something important, something patriotic. He was born in 1941 in Ghana's western region. He left for America in 1959. He said he was off to university in Pennsylvania. But instead of university, he ended up as a waiter in Philadelphia. Somewhere between clearing tables, he learned how to read people, how to talk, how to move, dress like somebody who mattered. By the 70s, he had reinvented himself as Dr. John Akable Miza, businessman, diplomat, visionary, very important person. The title doctor, it didn't come from any university, it just came from confidence and, audacity. Then came the story that changed everything. He started telling people that Ghana's first president, Kwame Nkrumah, that he had hidden billions overseas before he was overthrown, that he had hidden this money meant for the nation's future. He called it the Oman Ghana Trust Fund, and he claimed that he was the one chosen to bring it back home. He said there were billions sitting in Swiss accounts waiting to be unlocked. He had documents, seals, signatures, all the official things, All he needed was operational fees. And people believed him, not just random investors, diplomats, businessmen, even politicians. It wasn't just greed, it was ego. Who wants to be the one who said no when Ghana's hidden gold finally resurfaces? He opened offices in London, Zurich, and Accra. He held meetings in luxury hotels. He moved with an entourage that screamed importance. He wasn't just fooling outsiders. Even Ghana's own leaders got drawn into this scam. At one point, Ghana sent two of its biggest men to travel with him. Kojo Sikata, that's the country's feared national security chief, and Kwesi Bochwe, the finance minister himself. They went with him to the Cayman Islands to trace this fund. They came back empty-handed, but that trip, for Blemiza, that trip was gold. Because if you can say you traveled with Ghana's finance minister and national security boss, who is going to call you a fraud? You've just turned fiction into foreign policy. And the truth is, part of it was official. He had a real Ghanaian diplomatic passport. It was renewed in the 80s under a new regime, and then he layered forged letters and stamps on top. So the blend of real and fake, it made him untouchable. When he walked into banks, he wasn't some random man waving papers. He looked like Ghana sent him. He learned early how to spin trouble into credibility. For example, in the early 70s, right? He was arrested at the Bellevue Stratford Hotel in Philadelphia. He was posing as a diplomat and he was owing them $2,600. That should have ended his act, but instead he told the investors that this was proof that powerful countries were trying to stop him from freeing Ghana's wealth. By the mid-70s, he was unstoppable. Money poured in. Some estimates said hundreds of millions of dollars vanished into his scheme. He launched a political party, the People's Vanguard, to make himself look even more legitimate. He told people that you needed a special diplomatic passport just to access the accounts. That kind of oddly specific nonsense, it makes a lie sound official, But behind all the champagne and chatter, nothing. No fund, no gold, no secret, nothing, no secret accounts. Still, he kept going. 1975, he was arrested in Accra for undeclared currency. 1986, jailed again in Ghana for economic sabotage. He came out smiling. The myth stayed alive. In 1989, CBS 60 Minutes called him one of the most fascinating and profitable con artists of the century. He sat there calmly, telling the world that he was worth $47 billion and that the money was coming any day now. It never came. He died on June 30th, 1992 under house arrest in Ghana, still claiming that he was about to unlock the billions. Even after his death, courts kept fighting over his so-called will. High Court 1997, Appeal 1999, Supreme Court 2001, and decades later some people still whisper that that fund was real. Because when a lie is built on hope, it doesn't die easily. John Akable Miza's greatest trick, it wasn't fake documents or charm. It was understanding that people don't just fall for greed. They fall for belief, for hope. He gave them the excitement of being part of something legendary. He made them feel chosen. And that's why That's why his scam didn't just steal money. It rewrote history. He didn't just create a scam, he created a myth. That man was, listen. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like stories like this, please follow me. I tell these stories all the time on all my social media. Thank you.